Hello, all you wonderful YouTubers out there. This is a foreigner that escapes the Philippines again. Just driving into Dipolog, the nearest city to where I live. Just give you a kind of clue of what's going on here, how the driving conditions are, and so forth. This is probably the only stoplight in this city. And here's a view of what the gas prices are right now. Diesel 59 pesos, and gasoline is 62 pesos per liter. This is per liter, so that's kind of what the cost is. It probably takes, I don't know, probably if I had an empty tank on this truck to fill it up, it'd probably be I'm guessing maybe 4,000 pesos, which is 1,000 pesos, $20. So 50-60 bucks to fill up complete full tank. So gas prices are probably around the same most of the world, really. But like I say, this is the only stoplight in this city, and half the time it's not even working. So there's no shortage of gasoline here. There's gasoline stations everywhere, branded and off-branded. They even have little portable gas stations now in some places in the deep jungle, just like with one pump. It's something that just started here the last 3 years. But this is what town driving's like. You're dodging motorcycles constantly. And this is a little bit tough here. This is a manual, this truck I'm driving, and so I'm holding up my phone. I don't have a holder yet, so I'm going to try to take it slow so I don't hit nobody. But yeah, you're dodging these trikes and motorcycles constantly. And there's really, like I say, there's no traffic cops, patrol vehicles. You'll see it's called a PNP here, as far as who the police are. They're Philippines National Police, the PNP stands for. But they, like I say, there's zero enforcement. I mean, if there's an accident, maybe they'll come, maybe they won't. But as far as any traffic violations, there's stuff that happens here that you'll never see in first world country. People will turn around right in the middle of the highway. I mean, just do a U-turn right in the middle of the highway. So you really got to watch yourself. Defensive driving, that's the big thing here, big time. If you're not defensive driving, you will get in an accident. But you know what? Everyone's used to it, that kind of driving, right? So it's almost like common courtesy driving. I mean, sometimes you just let people go through, and you just have to have more patience. That's what it's really tougher for first world country guy that doesn't really have much patience to learn patience here. So I don't know. See, you're always dodging somebody here. So you just got to have patience, way more patience if you're driving. Drive a lot slower. That's better anyways, I think. I mean, speed kills as far as I'm concerned. But this is your typical traffic, more in the early morning. I'm coming actually from the back road off the National Highway into the south side of Dipolog. There's little hotels here, and there's a sweets place, and a lot of motorcycles. And I don't know if you can see the sign up there off to the right, that big sign kind of off in the distance there, Jollibee. That's like that's the KFC of the Philippines. That's the popular chicken place. Actually, KFC just opened here like 3 months ago. There's actually a little sign right there, KFC. So yeah, there's, and as you can see, my window is tinted. So, but I have this little square open just for my eyes for better visibility, because you can't, but the sun gets so bad here when the sun is out that you have to have dark tinted windows. You really do. Because it's so bright. So a lot of students, the big thing here is families will do whatever is necessary to put their children into school and college. That's, if you have any kind of means for income in this country, the parents will, that seems to be their biggest thing. Because see, there's no national retirement here. If you belong to the government, there's government pensions. They're very small though, but majority of people, there's no Social Security or anything like that. That's why they are so, it's so important for them to put their kids in school, because then the children, once they get a job, they are the ones that care for their parents until they pass away. I mean, that's the way it is here. There's no the state taking care of you. Although the state, the government, that has a lot of handouts. They'll give free rice, and they actually will help parents put their children through school. I think up until age 18, or maybe it's 21. I'm not really sure about that. I think each child receives 5,000 pesos per every 2 or 3 months or something. So it's not a huge amount, you know. It's so 5,000 pesos, that's $100 US. But you know, $100 US here, that's big money. You know, I tell people, you know, geez, 1,000 pesos, that's big money. You know, that's $20. And they laugh at me if they're a foreigner, you know, because to them it's not big money, but to people here, $20 is big money. So anyways, we're getting toward the center of town now, and I'm going to the grocery store first. Like I say, I go to the grocery store maybe twice a month. That's it, because there's just some items in there that I can't get other places, or it's more centralized. You know, I'm not jumping all over the place to try to get stuff. See, like where I'm at a standstill right here because of all this traffic. Because you know, sometimes you just have to stop and let people go through. Because there's no right of way. It's just like whoever wants to let the next person go through. So you really got to watch that. You have no right of way in this country. There is none. So, and then there'll be people like this guy. He'll park right on the road and just put his flashers on and just say, "Oh well, I have to stop here, so I'm just going to." And there's hardly any room to get by him. I'll try to sneak by him here. Okay, I'm able to. Okay, but oh yeah, that's common. So you just go slow. You have to really watch yourself. But this is a kind of a nice city, really. This is actually the capital city of this province, Dipolog. Dipolg. No. Diplog. That's how you spell it. And it's actually, they've done a lot, especially all this free fiat money that the government's been getting in the whole COVID thing. that all these third world governments were, getting in the program of giving the injections to everybody. The government's got big money for that, and they using it to improve their cities. At least this governor did, this province. So this is actually the streets are narrow. That's common in third world countries, narrow streets. But they've done a lot of improvements, a lot of nice parks and stuff they've created. Of course, brand new city hall, brand new governor's mansion, brand new stuff that, the government people always benefit the most of all these handouts they're getting from the World Health Organization and all these IMF and stuff like that. IMF, that's big, giving all these third world countries big money for whatever little pet projects they got going on. As long as they sign on the dotted line and do what the IMF wants, then they got their hands open on that. Okay, so we're real close here. This is the Save More. You can see it right there, the sign. Save More. That's the grocery store that I'm going to go to. They got good deals on chicken and stuff. 185 pesos per kilo for chicken. It's a pretty good price. So I'm going to squeeze in here. Try to. Maybe I can't. Well, I'm having a parking problem. This guard's going to help me, so.